A new Ballotpedia report shows a nationwide spike in efforts, largely led by right-wing groups, to recall school board members over such issues as COVID protocols and critical race theory teachings. The false claims of election fraud after last year's presidential race may have started it, but with local elections on the horizon, some of the same talking points are surfacing in other arenas. There are no active recalls in Iowa, but retired educator Bruce Lear says organizations like No Left Turn have been active in a couple of counties. That has him worried.
We haven't really had that in Iowa. School board elections have been nonpartisan. We'd like to keep it that way.
Lear was a regional director for the Iowa State Education Association. He predicts groups critical of a more robust teaching about racism will result in candidates who might undermine the democratic process. Lear says that could deter others from running, leaving voters and students at a disadvantage. Iowa has already banned curricula that include critical race theory. And whether it's a school board or local government, Joe Reddy of the Public Interest Research Group says conservative activists might not gain as much traction on these issues. He says voters are more trusting of local officials, but adds that broader public discourse isn't helping in crafting meaningful election policy.
What we're seeing is this is necessary to prevent a problem that doesn't exist, voter fraud.
He points to the recent election law adopted by the state of Iowa, which, among other things, restricts early voting. Reddy says there might be room to have healthy discussion on what's best for the system, but he notes the new law and similar ones approved by GOP-led legislatures are driven by party motivation. Mike Moen, Iowa News Service. Support for this reporting was provided by the Carnegie Corporation of New York. Find our 8 trust indicators to support transparency and accuracy at publicnewsservice.org.